welcome to ERi-TV. Dear viewers, this is English News Broadcast for today, Saturday, July 13. It's 10:30 p.m. local time here in Asmara, and following are the major headlines for today. Graduation of the 36th round of the National Service in Sawa. Eritrea's report on second voluntary national review on SDGs in New York. US to start deploying long-range weapons in Germany in 2026. And China says that NATO is threatening global peace and stability. On your domestic reports, the graduation ceremony of the 36th round of the National Service and the 30th anniversary of the National Service's inception was colourfully conducted this morning in Sawa under the theme Sawa 30 Years of Cohesive Journey. The ceremony was attended by President Isaias, senior government and PFDG officials, military commanders and other government officials and parents. In his keynote address, President Isaias stated that the graduation of the 36th round comes at an auspicious moment when a comprehensive assessment is being conducted on the aggregate impact and contribution of the National Service over the past decades. This assessment is being carried out in the context of government policy perspectives on the National Service as the principal vehicle of nation building against the backdrop of various international and regional developments. President Isaias emphasized that given the distinct national realities, there has been a consistent focus on the development of human resources as a principal and sustainable element of national wealth. The overarching objective is to imbue and empower citizens with knowledge, profession, skills, experiences, and awareness, thereby multiplying every citizen's contribution to national development. Addressing the graduates of the 36th round, President Isaias remarked that as they embark on the first chapter, following 12 years of schooling, many more chapters lie ahead in their lives. Regardless of the outcomes of the school leaving examination, they must always strive to deepen their academic knowledge and proficiency, acquire skills and experiences through diligent efforts, and work hard without respite. In his report, Colonel Debasai Gide, commander of the National Service Training Center, noted that 50.2% of the 36th round of the National Service graduates were females who successfully completed the standard 12th grade academic education as well as political and military training. The ceremony featured cultural and artistic programs depicting the 30-year journey of the National Service Training Center. President Isaias also officially opened a painting and photo exhibition in Sawa in connection with the 30th anniversary of the National Service's inception and the graduation of the 36th round. The exhibition was organized in collaboration with members of the first round of the National Service and the Sawa National Service Training Center. The Eritrean delegation presented its report on the second voluntary national review on the Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs, at the 2024 High-Level Political Forum held in New York on 12 July. In its report, the delegation highlighted Eritrea's extensive efforts towards nation building and realizing the 2023 agenda. It provided a comprehensive explanation of the progress made in SDGs 4, 5, and 6. Quality education, gender equality, and clean water and sanitation. Regarding education, the report underscored that education is a pillar of Eritrea's development agenda, provided free of charge from elementary to tertiary levels. Hundreds of new schools, learning centers, and libraries have been built, while older ones have been renovated throughout the country. The number of schools increased from just over 500 in 1991 to 1,930 in 2015 and to 2,351 last year. Enrollment at the primary, middle, and secondary levels has also exponentially increased. Alongside these advances, the number of qualified teachers has significantly increased, and notable progress has been achieved in literacy. Adult literacy rates have risen from 46% in 1990 to 77% in 2080, and youth literacy rates have increased from 61% to 94%. On gender equality, the report noted that advancing gender equality, empowering women and girls, and protecting their dignity are among Eritrea's top national priorities. Eritrea has enacted progressive and affirmative action measures to enhance women's education, employment, and public service. National proclamations on labor, citizenship, and land reform ensure women have equal rights and access as their male counterparts. Currently, women constitute almost half of the labor force and 46% of all employees holding managerial positions. They make up 22% to 29% of all members of the National Assembly and regional assemblies, respectively. Regarding access to clean water and sanitation, the report noted that access to safe drinking water and improved sanitation facilities are critical components of Eritrea's commitment to the SDGs. Access to safe drinking water has increased to 79% in rural areas and 95% in urban areas. This underscores the country's efforts towards universal health coverage, combating waterborne diseases, supporting agricultural productivity, poverty alleviation, reducing inequalities, and climate action. In its concluding remarks, the delegation stated that despite considerable challenges, including regional and global conflicts, sanctions, climate issues, and pandemic-related shocks, Eritrea has demonstrated resilience and consistent economic growth. This has led to improved citizen well-being and development progress. On your last local report, ERi College of Business and Social Science has conferred first degrees and diplomas to 735 graduates in its 17th commencement today, with 43% of the graduates being females. The graduates included 362 in degree programs and 374 in diploma programs across various fields of study, including accounting, business administration, public administration, economics and finance, English, geography, history, law, sociology and archaeology, banking, tourism and hotel management, and library science and information. Dr. Welde, representative of the Dean of the College, emphasized that higher education plays a significant role in human resources development and nation building. He noted that efforts are underway to design a curriculum that is compatible with national demands and competitive at the international level. Dr. Welde also mentioned that as part of the effort to develop the capacity of lecturers and provide quality education, 16 lecturers are pursuing master's and PhD education in Japan, China, Russia, and India. Ms. Askalu Menkorios, Minister of Tourism, congratulated the graduates on their achievements and called on them to meet expectations in nation-building programs. She also handed out medals to outstanding students. ERi College of Business and Social Science has graduated about 13,000 students in master's, first degree, and diploma programs so far. Dear viewers, please stay tuned for your international reports and more after the short break. Welcome back. The United States and Germany said in a joint statement on Wednesday that the U.S. will start deploying long-range fire capabilities in Germany in 2026 in an effort to demonstrate its commitment to NATO and European defense. According to the two countries, the United States' episodic deployments are in preparation for long-term stationing of such capabilities that will include SM-6, Tomahawk cruise missiles, and developmental hypersonic weapons that have a longer range than current capabilities in Europe. Ground-based missiles with a range exceeding 500 kilometers were banned until 2019 under the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty signed by the Soviet Union's Mikhail Gorbachev and former U.S. President Ronald Reagan in 1987. Falling in line with the signatories, Germany, Hungary, Poland, and the Czech Republic destroyed their missiles in the 1990s, to be followed later by Slovakia and Bulgaria. However, the United States withdrew from the INF Treaty in 2019, saying that Moscow was violating the accord. On today's final report, NATO is a threat to global peace and stability because of its deep-rooted Cold War mentality and ideological bias, Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesman Li Jian said on Monday. Lin was asked by Bloomberg at a daily briefing to comment on recent reports that the U.S.-led military bloc is planning to sign a cooperation agreement with Japan, South Korea, Australia, and New Zealand at the upcoming NATO summit in Washington. The spokesperson responded by stating that NATO is a product of the Cold War and the world's largest military alliance. Despite claiming to be a regional and a defensive organization, according to Lin, the bloc has continued to expand its power across borders, breaking through defense zones and provoke confrontation. Lin's remarks came as NATO bolsters its efforts to establish relations with countries across the Asia-Pacific, at the same time claiming it does not seek to formally expand into the region. You're still watching us on ERi-TV, the viewers, and now recap of the major headlines. Graduation of the 36th round of the national service in Sawa. Eritrea's report on second voluntary national review on SDGs in New York. US to start deploying long-range weapons in Germany in 2026. And China says that NATO is threatening global peace and stability. That was it for today, dear viewers. Thanks for watching and have a good one.